Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Ugly Face Gaming here, and welcome to my Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 Episode 2 review. Now, this whole thing is just a really, really long name, and it's going to be really confusing to actually say, like, every single time I do a video like this, but let's just move on with the episode. So, obviously, I will be reviewing Episode 2 that has come out of Attack on Titan. This will not actually be the episode, this is just my review. If you want to watch the episode, I highly recommend going to Crunchyroll and actually downloading the app or making an account and watching it there. But before I actually do start, I want to state two things. One is the fact that within this gameplay, I'm actually going to be killing Titans, but I actually took off the gore part because obviously YouTube's algorithm with blood and all of that, it makes it seem like if you have blood on your actual video or anything like that, like for violence, they just like not recommend your video. So I kind of took that off. That's why when I kill titans, instead of blood, it's going to be sparks, because there's an option for you to actually do that within the game. Now, the second thing that I do want to talk about is obviously in terms of fighters. For fighters, obviously GT Goku or Kid Goku is going to be releasing on May 9th. Within this channel, I am going to be doing a breakthrough of the character. It's mainly going to be gameplay of me showing you guys the combos as well as the supers, the ultimates, and all of that, as well as showcasing the new skins that are coming out, because there are going to be Easter skins for some characters as well as lobby avatars. I've been grinding so much to actually get Zenny to actually open packs and get every little costume and color and all of that for all of you guys to enjoy. But let us push all of that to a side, because obviously that's May 9th. That's going to be on a Thursday. So let's just push that to a side and let's get straight into Attack on Titan. Now, this episode was insane. We actually had so much happening within all of this. Obviously, where we last left off was obviously with the Beast Titan appearing, lining up his warriors, throwing the boulder, and blocking the hole. Within this episode, it was kind of cut into two parts. The first part being Commander Erwin's side, and then the second part being obviously Eren versus Reiner for a second time. Now, within the Erwin part, he did command people to split up into two teams. One team of cadets going on and securing the horses, because obviously without the horses, he noticed that they will not be able to survive that long, because obviously the horses are their transportation. Without the horses alive, they cannot basically survive or leave that area. The other group that he actually sent out was to ambush Reiner, because Reiner was in his armored titan form. So with all of this, the groups did manage to disperse. Now, before they actually dispersed, Levi and Armin were actually going with Eren's group to ambush Reiner. Commander Erwin had other things in plan. He actually made Levi go with the other cadets to actually secure the horses, and that also gave him the plan to also go with the horses just in case the Beast Titan tried to do anything like funky and actually get involved. And even Commander Erwin stated that the only person he trusts to take on the Beast Titan is Levi. So that's a huge thing. Obviously, he's putting a lot of weight on Levi's shoulder, and Levi stated that he would be able to defeat the, well, he didn't say he would be able to, but he will want to take on the Beast Titan and secure a victory, ever since he quote unquote failed with killing Reiner. So he kind of felt guilty that he didn't kill Reiner, so might as well pay back the people by going up against the Beast Titan. Now, if that happens, I'm super stoked, because I really want to see how Levi does against the Beast Titan, because obviously I believe the Beast Titan is like one of the best, like one of the better Titans that we've seen right now, like the most effective. So an effective Titan like the Beast Titan versus Levi, that would be extremely sick. Hopefully it happens. I don't know if it happens or not, but fingers crossed that it does happen. So obviously he went on with the cadets. The cadets were separating the horses, because if you have them all in one group, obviously the Titans are going to kill them, and without the horses they can't escape. And obviously a Titan did appear in front of the cadets, and Levi just came and killed that cadet, not the cadet, the Titan. And Levi was standing there, and he was like, man, why did we even put the cadets right here, protecting the horses? They should just be up in the wall, because they didn't necessarily show it, but they were stating that there was a lot of casualties happening. And even Levi stated that they were pretty weak to not be able to defeat those Titans, because they were the smaller Titans. They weren't like the big old Titans. They're super tall and super strong. These were like the really baby looking ones, or not really baby looking, they're still kind of ugly, but you guys know, like the really, really small ones. They were having troubles with that. And even Commander Erwin was even stating that the cadets have gone soft. They're not as strong as they used to be if they are dying to these type of titans, because the beast titan basically just commanded the smaller titans to attack first, leaving the medium and the bigger titans in the back, for later purposes we don't necessarily know. And this kind of goes into a backstory of Commander Erwin, because it kind of sucks, because he even stated that it's all been against him. Like, everything that's happened has been because of him. And they even showcase a little piece in which he is actually standing on top of a ton of dead people, as well as some of the familiar faces that we saw that died within that tower scene in season 2. So it was a lot of familiar faces. For me, that was a really sad part, because even Erwin's understanding that through his decisions people are dying because of him, but he doesn't want more people to die. And he even stated that their deaths are not in vain. They are to further elaborate what is happening within the whole Attack on Titan world, and they're just getting that one step closer to realizing what the Titans are. So obviously he doesn't necessarily care too much about the deaths, just that their deaths are not going to go to waste. And obviously that's when he actually had two plans. The first plan was to actually secure Reiner within the actual wall and not actually have him escape, because I believe he was trying to escape, because in the very beginning of the episode he hardened his nails as well as his toenails to climb the wall. Reiner climbed all the way up into the wall, and that's when Eren actually transformed into his attack titan right behind him, and he started running the opposite direction. And all of this was like a really confusing thing, because it was like them trying to kind of figure out what they're doing and like the opposite for the enemies. That's when Reiner realized that Eren's probably going to jump out of the wall and run to safety. But then at the same time he was like, wait, but if he was going to run away, why did he even transform into his attack titan form? Like, maybe they're trying to ambush me. I don't care. I'm gonna go stop Eren. I actually thought when he was actually starting to realize that he was actually being ambushed, that he was just going to go like along with his own plan, but he actually went back for Eren, and that's when the whole Eren versus Reiner starts to happen, like the actual fight starts to happen. It was even a weird moment, because when Reiner's having this decision if he should actually go for Eren or not, he actually gets to see Commander Erwin stare right at him. And I honestly thought that Commander Erwin was going to get some shots in there too, because he was taking off his hood and taking out his sword. I thought they were actually going to go into a fight, but no, Reiner turns around and he goes straight for Eren. Now, what was the whole point of this ambush? Well, it was to basically kill Reiner, because they really do want to kill Reiner. Throughout this whole episode I was kind of wondering when Bertolt is actually going to get in there, or if the Beast Titan was going to do anything, but they didn't really do much. So obviously we did get that rematch between Eren and Reiner, with Eren even stating that one-on-one he is able to defeat Reiner quite easily, because obviously when they first fought it was basically Eren the entire fight. If it wasn't for Bertolt landing on him, Eren would have had that match won. And he even states it right here that he shouldn't have too much problem, and he was even using Hanji's experiments throughout this fight with Reiner, with the whole hardening his hands, and with every punch that he actually managed to blow on Reiner, he was using that exact fist. So obviously that was dealing a lot of damage to the armor titan. It was kind of crackling and destroying the armor around Reiner's body. Most notably that we saw was actually on Reiner's face. So obviously they just kept on fighting. I honestly thought that Eren was going to lose, because Reiner did fall back and he grabbed Eren by the ankle, and I was like, well, maybe Eren's actually going to lose this fight. But no, he kind of went back to that whole Annie hold that he did the first time, and he threw Reiner back. Now when he actually threw Reiner back, this is where we get the whole ambush portion of the actual mission. What the cadets, well mainly Hanji, did was create something, I believe it was called the Thunder Spear. The Thunder Spear was actually a weapon that is very, very explosive, and we even got to see it in action within this episode, because they managed to shoot one of the, I believe, the Thunder Spears each. Like, it was a bunch of cadets that actually shot that Thunder Spear to Reiner, and it actually stayed on his body and exploded. Now, how much power did this whole spear actually take? Well, it broke Reiner's nape. Yes, Reiner's nape, like where the area in which you actually kill a titan, or where the titan holders are actually in. That whole area, which was covered in armor, totally broke, leaving his nape vulnerable for anything to actually go inside and kill Reiner, which they did again, because they actually had 2 Thunder Spears per person. So the first Thunder Spear was to actually break the armor. The second one was actually to impale into Reiner's body. Connie. And this is the part that kind of caught me off guard because, Hanji was like, what are you guys doing? Shoot the last Thunder Spear to kill Reiner. And Connie, Sasha, and a lot of the members of the cadets were kind of scared because, obviously they're like, oh, we've known Reiner for quite some time already. He's the reason why a lot of us, grew up strength to actually be able to fight Titans because Reiner was a big influence. Like, when people found out that he was the Armored Titan and Bertolt was the Colossal Titan, a lot of people were devastated. They're like, man, these guys are really our friends and they actually did all of this to us. Like, how could they do something like this to us? So they're really, really hesitating throughout this whole part. Like, they're like, should we really kill Reiner? Like, what do we do? But then John was actually the one that spoke up, like, didn't you guys say that you'd do anything for humanity? Let's just finish this off. And obviously, they all jumped up, shot the Thunder Spear, and it actually impaled into it. And we even get to see Reiner really, really scared because he's looking all around his body and he does manage to see that the needles actually pierced through the actual skin of the Titan. And Reiner says, wait, and the whole thing exploded, and that's where the episode ends. So we don't necessarily know if Reiner was actually able to be defeated, if he's actually dead, or if he has some Titan ability that protected him from that blast. But from the looks of things, it might be the end for Reiner because the way that the Armored Titan actually looked once everything exploded, the Armored Titan looked dead. So I'm guessing Reiner's dead, but at the same time, I don't know too much about Titan powers to know if he survived or not. But that was pretty much it. Like the entire episode, it was just basically just the people rounding up horses so the horses don't die. And the other part was obviously Eren versus Reiner. It was a really, really cool episode. I wish we would have gone to see Beast Titan versus Levi because they're teasing it that it might actually happen. Like throughout the plan that Hanji was saying that even if Reiner doesn't chase Eren, Eren will jump the wall and he'll go around enemy lines and go up against the Beast Titan with Levi there. So it's going to be Eren and Levi versus the Beast Titan. Obviously, we didn't get that. We got the other scenario in which Reiner actually chased Eren. So fingers crossed we do get that Beast Titan versus Levi. If it does happen, don't spoil it in the comment section because honestly, if it does happen, I kind of want it to be a surprise, but I'm just hoping that it does happen. But overall, really, really good episode. I really, really enjoy Attack on Titan and what they're doing right now. Like it's like every time they end on a cliffhanger, it's more and more like suspenseful. Like you want to know what happens. And honestly, for me, who I really love Attack on Titan, I've been waiting quite some time for this season to actually come out. I'm really excited. I'm really pumped to see where the story goes. If we are going to get Levi versus the Beast Titan, if we're actually going to get all of that other stuff within the actual episodes. Like it's really crazy. I really cannot wait for more stuff to happen. Overall, I'd give this episode like an 8.5, possibly a 9. It's not, none of these are 10 out of 10 material just yet. I'm hoping that throughout this season we will be getting a 10 out of 10 moment quite soon, but for right now, 8.5 to 9. It was a really, really good episode. Highly recommend you guys to watch it. But if you guys have watched it, what did you guys think about the episode? Do you guys think we're ever going to get a Levi versus Beast Titan? Do you think that Thunder Spear actually killed Reiner, or do you think he has other Titan abilities that can actually protect him from that explosion? Like overall, what did you guys have to say about this episode, and what do you hope to see in the near future of Attack on Titan? But with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do enjoy these type of videos where I review Attack on Titan, I talk about theories, my discussion about it, as well as other stuff like Dragon Ball Super that's going to be coming back, as well as One Punch Man reviews because I'm doing those. Make sure to subscribe for that content, and like I was stating, make sure to check out the episode on Thursday in which I actually showcase gameplay of GT Goku. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of breath, but like I'm saying, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. I'm gonna let this gameplay or cutscene roll, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
すまん、逃した。何謝ってんだ。俺たちなんて全く動けなかった。
何してる。超大型巨人出現時の作戦はすでに開始している。直ちに本部に戻れ。
はっ。